late. Was so exhausted, and I feel like I've been awake all night long. I really do. My eyes are like, when I woke up, I felt like I had been awake all night. I felt exhausted. And just now got ready for the day, got my clothes on. Excuse me. But I went upstairs. I don't know what this is. And I don't know where it came from. Good morning. Good morning, Upper Brooks, honey. My hair is a mess, but it is fine. I don't care, really. In the big scope of my life, I went upstairs to get dressed, and then I like put these, my favorite, like little earrings on. I rarely wear them anymore, but I was, the area where I got the two sets of earrings that I wear all the time. I reached down in it and I saw this thing, and I don't know what it is. I have no idea what this is. Let me zoom up. No idea what it is. I don't even know how it got there. And I thought I wouldn't buy anything like this. I have no desire to buy anything like this. What would I do with it? And it looks like maybe it would be like an earring thing. And I'm thinking, why is that with my stuff? That's what I said. I don't know what it is. I really don't. And I wouldn't, if it was an earring, I wouldn't put it in my ear. It feels heavy. Feels heavier than my earrings, but I just don't know what it is. And I was sitting there thinking, I don't know what it is. I don't. And I'm not going to wear it, but how did it get there? Good morning, you all. That's the least of my worries, though. It's the least of my worries, that thing that was up there. It's some kind of a pendant. It is. I guess it is. I don't know where it came from. I didn't buy it. I didn't. The only thing that's in that one spot, and it's a little bitty square spot, is this pair of earrings, cheap earrings, and another pair that has like look like diamond-like stuff on it. That's it. That's it. I don't even bother that part of my other desk. Yeah, some kind of a lapel. Yeah, you all, if you got any ideas of what it is, it feels heavy, heavier than my earrings and stuff. It's some kind of a brooch. I don't even know what it would symbolize. Symbolize we're going to get taken out of here on a UFO, taken out of this wild world that we live in, because it's getting wilder every moment of the day. It does. It gets wilder. I'm waiting for one more thing to come in the mail with this. I got the TransUnion right there. TransUnion sent me something, and then Equifax. For remember when I said that my Gina, honey, can you push that back around? Yeah, when I said somebody opened up an account in my name, I reported it. I got one more credit agency to come through. Oh my goodness, you all. Are you feeling exhausted? Really, are you? Are you feeling exhausted living in this world that's been turned upside down? You saw real angels with wings just like that. Ah, the shape of the white wings were blue. Wow, that's really interesting. Well, Tammy, honey, this hair up here, it is super wild. And my hair, when it's long, it's really wavy. It has a wave to it. It can be a curl, but I didn't do nothing to it. I didn't go nowhere, so why do anything to my hair, really, if you think about it? Why do anything with it? We like wild hair. We do. Oh my goodness, if you're just tuning in, I was putting on these earrings right here, and I thought, I don't know. I don't even know how this thing got up there. I have no idea. I don't even know what it is. It was with the earrings, and it's very heavy. I like the little contraption because you can actually lift up on this part right there. The back part is really fancy. I like how it works mechanically. That part lifts up, and then I guess you just put it on somewhere. You do. I feel like I've been awake all night. If it's related to a UFO or something, I'll take it. I will. If they left me a gift at night, I did think that. What if I got visited at night and I got left a gift or something to try to trigger my memory? Well, all it did is got me to think. That's it, you all. Mm. Yeah. It's an Air Force pin. An Air Force pin. And see, the thing with that, when my husband was in the Air Force, they didn't have pins like that. He didn't wear nothing like that. His Air Force pin he had, your Air Force pins would be symbolic of your rank, and they had little pins like that that had your rank on it. Wow, it's kind of wet out here. I can come outside, you all. We got some snow because the other snow didn't melt. Kind of like a rabbit's head with the year of a bunny on it. Yeah. No, they're not. It's not an Air Force pin. I didn't have my glasses on when I first looked at it, but then I put my glasses on, and then I took my magnifying glass and I looked at it. No, that's not no Air Force pin. I don't know where it came from. Looks like it has wings. It really does. Has some wings on it. Whew. Yeah, got lots of snow in Missouri. I was wanting to do a video last night. I really was, but then it was around 7 something at night, 7:30 or something. I thought, you know what? I think I want to mess with that spare Jeep again. I got a Jeep for $400 from my nephew. It wasn't running good at all. And I've been messing with the heat off and on. I would turn the dial and, I checked everything out that they said. You flush out your heater core. I did that. And check your vacuum thing, and that worked. And then they said, oh, it's probably the blend door actuator. And I was going to take the dash apart several times and I would put it back together. And last night I thought, I'm just going to take it apart. But then I decided to change my mind. And then I decided I would do what this one person did. I was full of energy. I got my little Dremel tool and I cut a small door in where the blend door actuator is, because I said, I'm not tearing off this whole dash. I ain't got 13 hours to mess with this thing. So he had a quick fix. He made his hole that he made in his thing was a little bit more messier than mine, but I cut it out. I moved that blend door. Then I pulled my car out of the garage without putting the parts of the dash back together, you all. I like mechanics. And I felt warm air coming out my vents. And I was so happy. So then I put it back in the garage, and I have small hinges. So I screwed on a hinge on that piece that I cut out. I have teeny tiny screws that came with it. I put the hinge, I screwed that hinge right there in that spot where the flap is, because without it, the air comes out. And then I had a small like bracket, like a little loop that I screwed in right below it to where it would keep the flap from coming out. Then I put it back together. So I was excited, y'all. I'm excited. I'm excited about that. But by that time, it was like, I don't know, 10 o'clock at night, 10:30 at night, almost 11. I said, forget it. I'm going to bed. That's right, you all. I said, I'm not tearing it apart. I'm going to cut a nice, crisp hole. I'm going to take a file, and I'm going to file off all the little burrs and put a hinge on it. And all I had to do when the summertime comes, if I did use the air conditioner, slide, drop the glove box, light it, lift up the hinge, push with my finger to get the air conditioning to come and not the heat. I made it manual. I made it manual. It's a '03 Jeep, you all. But yeah, I don't know where it came from. That's my original topic. Gina, you got to stay on topic. Why? This whole world is upside down. Why do I got to stay on topic, really? The world is upside down and people talking all kinds of craziness. The birds are out there too. My husband feeds the birds every single morning. He goes out twice a day. We got lots of cardinals and stuff. It's a muddy mess. Yeah, it's a kind of mess right there. Oh my gosh. So I would have came on last night. I thought I'm too tired. I'm not in the mindset to come on here, and I just want to sleep. But I did. I I woke up, I looked in the mirror, my eyes, I thought I've been awake all night long with wild dreams. Your in-laws have lots of cardinals. Do you know about the Russian submarines off our coastline? Well, I heard about it yesterday. Excuse me, I did. I heard about it yesterday. And I remember years and years and years ago, there was this preacher. And when I say years ago, I mean 20, 30 years ago, probably more than that. There was this preacher said he had a vision. And there were ships off the west coast of the United States. And I don't know if it was the east also, but the west. And the guns were, he saw the guns were pointed inward at the United States. And when he had it, he thought that was going to happen back then and stuff like that. But he did. That was his vision. Guns were pointed inward at the United States from these ships. And it was like a, I don't know, foreign country or something. Yeah. So I've heard about it. I've also heard about the spinning ball. The Earth's core has stopped spinning. I heard about that. And but we're still alive. And I know that everything is not as it seems on Earth, even in the textbooks that we read about, you know, if the core of the Earth or whatever, if it would have stopped spinning, we'd just be out and the gravity and everything would be gone, according to science. But then look at the world we live in. Everything is not as it seems. It's not. It's like everything is backwards. It really does feel like, I'm gonna fix my glasses. Everything is backwards. Yeah, that's it. Pamela, honey, I just said it. Hello, Susan B., honey. You all, I can get on here. Yeah, it's a slow down, and then the tilt of the Earth. The Earth is tilting, and then the planetary system, and all of that, you all. Yeah, I've hearing about a lot of stuff, but I can hear about it and just read the comments and stuff, but I don't got the time to devote to it because I'm not passionate about it. I have passions within me. I do. I can get passionate about certain topics. If you really wanted to get into deep philosophical talking, if I went deep down within, I could, that's a part of me, if I let myself go there. Yeah, good morning. I will say this. Have you noticed that you can just be standing around? Well, you know how it's like something is like an algorithm or something is reading your mind because whatever you're thinking is showing up on your phone. If you go on, there's like an advertisement for it. But has your mind been blank? Then all of a sudden you get this thought that just literally creeps into your mind, and it's not a good thought. It sounds like it feels like it's like a violent thought that tries to creep in your mind off from a distance. It's like it's out there. It's like it's far away, but you see it in your mind that it's out there. You know what I'm talking about? Because I had a thought that creeped into my mind, and it seemed like it was far away, but I could see it. I knew what the thought was, and I thought, I'm not thinking on that. Have you been having experiences like that? That's what I want to know. Thoughts that way out of character, and they're not nice thoughts. They're not loving thoughts. No, they're bad thoughts. And I don't watch no violence. And I'm sitting there thinking last night, when I was outside in the evening in the driveway and stuff, this thought, it came, and I thought, that's not a good thought. I try my best to keep my eyes from seeing anything like that. That's right. I thought, no, I'm not going to do that. You may want to do that in an alternate realm, but it's not happening in my realm. It's not in my real world. That's what I'm thinking. Well, this negative thought, I don't know. There was nobody around, but I do believe that we're all becoming more connected. Something like that, you know, like if they said they had this, well, they want to connect our brains. They do have all our brains and our thoughts connected to one another. And there is like a Christ consciousness. If there's a Christ consciousness, is there an evil consciousness? Think about it. is there also that. Um, they say you can't have one without the other. You can't. And some people do tap into that other consciousness, is what it is. Yeah, good morning. It could be that too, cell phone towers. Well, they put a cell phone tower up in 2018, right around the time I started on the social media. And I thought, that's really strange. They put it around over a mile up the road, but it didn't have nothing on it. It was just one of those great big towers, like they had to get information, they had to get permission from the farmers to use their field. And it's like, I don't know what it is. It's got a big old fence around it. And I thought, why you got that up there? That's what I said. Why you got that to peer over all these hills out here in the country? Yeah. So if you're just tuning in, I don't know what it is and how it got there. I was putting on my earrings this morning and I reached into the spot where they were, and there was this thing right here. And I don't know what it is. I didn't have my glasses on. I thought, is that an Air Force thing like my husband's? And I thought, well, that's not, it doesn't look like it. So I used my magnifying glass, and it looks like some sort of a lapel. It does, like something. It's got a nice thing like this. This guy's really, I like how that looks at that, mechanically solid. Look at that. That's really smooth. But it goes on there. But I don't know what it is or how it got there. I did not pick this out. It's not a Air Force pin or nothing like that. I know what those look like because the Air Force insignia thing, the lapels are smooth and they have your rank on them. This is not. But I don't know where it came from. I have no idea. I don't. And I thought, well, it'd be good if the aliens, if the extraterrestrial, the other realm, if I was taken on a spaceship or something, if I have some kind of alternate life in another realm, and they came to visit me, they left a reminder, yeah, to trigger my memory. Yeah, I don't know you, I really don't. It was kind of wild. Yeah. It is kind of wild. You know, when my husband was taking German, hot day moon, he'd say, hot day moon. This is when we were really young in our 20s. Hot day moon. Like, shut your mouth. I thought, that's not very nice. Or he would teach me, I don't know what the other ones were. Yeah, I wanted my daughter, when we was walking down the streets of Berlin in her stroller, she had this little baby's book. And she dropped it somewhere, and we didn't know where she dropped it. And there's this man walking by, and I said, Jonathan, I said, could you please ask him in German did he see Kayla's book, the small book? And he wouldn't do it. He had me. I said, well, I can't remember that, even though he was fluent in German. And I had to think, I think it was Haste Kinderzucker or something like that. Haste Kinderzucker or something like that. He would not ask that person. He could speak it, but he was too shy to even speak it in front of people. It was just weird, you all. You had to write your German or something on there, you all. Yeah. Good morning, everyone. We are over here. Where's Rosie, honey? Rosie? Come on, Rosie. She's turned our living room into her home. She jumps all over the house. She uses the house like a racetrack. She'll come running down through this hallway right here. She'll run down through the hallway super fast. She'll jump on top of the chair. She'll bounce down on the other side of the couch. She'll bounce on that thing up there that she sets on in the window. Then she'll bounce on that part of the couch. She'll run across this top of the couch. She'll jump on here. She'll jump down there, and then she'll take off into the hallway faster than you could. I thought, I wish I could get her. But she's really happy, and we're happy to have her. Yeah. The Squid X-Files. Your baby goats jump all over the house. Aw, Rainbow Turtle. No, it's not an Air Force pin. It's not. Air Force pins don't have shiny emblems like that on there. These are like little bitty blue things. My husband's never had anything like this on his uniform. ever. I've never seen it. I really haven't at all. It ended up in my thing all of a sudden, where I had 2 sets of earrings. Yeah, it goes on. I had to go somewhere, is where it goes. Yeah. Um, yeah, sapphires and stuff. And I'm not one for jewelry, you all. I'm not. I got it, but I don't wear it. Hey, Rosie, honey, what you talking about? You got to go running? Where you going to go run to, Rosie? Where you going to go? I've had to put this on our couch because Rosie, her toenails got in our leather. Rosie, honey, what you going to do? See, we try to set the house up as an obstacle course for Rosie. We do. So she can look out and do her own thing. And she does. She does her own thing, and she runs as fast as she can. She's got full reign of the house, you all. Oh, she's at it again. I seen her moving somewhere. I don't know where she went. Yeah. It's, instead of having children toys all over the place, we got cat stuff. If you had small kids, we got the cat stuff. Rosie, honey, what are you doing down there? Come on. Come on, Rosie. Yeah, what you want to talk about? You want to talk, Rosie? Come on, her can talk. Rosie, honey. She's a sweetheart. She really is. Rosie, come on. What you want to do? What you want to do, Rosie? You see how cute Rosie is? She's so sweet. She really is sweet. Go on, Rosie. You can go. She likes boxes. Rosie, honey, you like boxes. Yeah. You are. We got to have some laughter. We got to have some. She can push the box, too. Yeah, what you going to get, Rosie? Yeah. Yeah, we got to have some laughter in our life. We got to maintain a normalcy of life in any way that we can, because our lives are unbalanced in the real world. There's hardly any balance anymore. And if we can't do it on a personal level, then we're in trouble. We really do need it on a personal level. If you're going to balance anything, it's got to be in your own life. Rosie, honey, what are you doing down there? Huh? What you doing? Running around like a wild woman? Where you going, Rosie? She ran down the stairs, you all. She's funny to watch, and you got to be able to laugh, you all. If you've been thinking about getting you a pet, I hope that you get a really nice pet. I really do, and it's full of love, and it bonds with you. Yeah. Too much darkness will cause adrenal overload. Yeah. A HAP, Arnold Air Force pin. I don't know about it. I really don't. You found it? Does it have sparkles all in it? Blue sparkles, because it doesn't fit like that military style. All of their stuff is like flat. Yeah, it is. It's wonderful medicine, you all. It is. Sparkles. I don't know how it got there. What's it for? Really? What is it for? Decoration? Wings. We got some wings for the Anunnaki. Yeah, the Anunnaki. Who really were the Anunnaki? And are the, Rosie, honey, are the Anunnaki on Earth? Are they? I know I will never forget, and I'll show you exactly where I was. My lips are chapped, you all. I don't feel nice with my lips are chapped, but that's all right. It was, Rosie's jumped up on the table. 2018, around the summer of 2018, I was standing like like right here on a flat spot with my tripod and my cell phone, and my compact binoculars were hooked up too. But I was watching the sky. I was getting the second sun as it was going through the clouds in that area of the sky. It's southwest, and there was storm clouds coming, and I couldn't see the sun, and I had to take my phone off of there. I thought, I can't see nothing now. But all of a sudden, in this corner of the sky, massive columns like a great big cliff. Two clouds were joined together. They were enormous, but they were storm columns. They opened up like a chasm in the sky. Out came a giant, I thought it was a hang glider in a bird costume. I did, a hang glider in a bird costume. Came out of the chasm. It was a deep chasm. I could see straight through it. And it was black, and they looked like humans. And I thought, why are these hang gliders got, why do they got bird costumes on? I did. And I was standing right here outside, and it flew over my head. It had big black wings with orange, reddish orange on the tips of their feathers underneath. A reddish orange cummerbund on his body, and then reddish orange where his feet were. And I was standing here, right here, and I thought, oh my gosh, I tried to take so many pictures. I tried to record, my phone wouldn't do nothing. He flew over my head, and after he did, there came like 5 or 6 more out of the chasm in a row. They flew right over my house, you all, and they went over here, flew right over my house. I was still at this time, I was trying to catch them. I was trying to get a picture of them, and my phone wouldn't work. They stopped when they got to the trees. They vanished into the thin air. Their wingspans were 20 to 30 feet in wingspan, you all. I'm never going to forget it. This is back and around the summer of 2018. Came out of the chasm in the sky. Enormous storm columns. I've never seen anything like that before. And they opened up and out they came. The one came first. Solid black with black cummerbund. Black cummerbund. Black body. Reddish orange cummerbund right there. And reddish orange where their feet were. And reddish orange on the bottom of their feathers. It was massive. It's very massive. I wasn't scared. My eyes, I thought, oh my gosh, these aren't hang gliders. They weren't. And I've never seen them since. And that's when I was only on the Facebook. And I remember going on the Facebook, doing a live video after that, and telling them what I saw, because I heard rumors of the Thunderbirds. And I was trying to find pictures of what would the Thunderbird look like. And I couldn't find nothing, but I thought these right here, they were real beings. And they flew out of the chasm. They knew I was watching, and they flew right out, just like that. Yeah. So that's what's happened, you all. And it's okay. It's okay if you don't got nothing wild to talk about, you all, because there's all kinds of wild things going on in the world. That Rosie she keeps running up to the window. She's so acrobatic. Yeah, that's right. It's a woman's Air Force lapel pin. Yeah. Native American. Yeah. That's right. Rosie's trying to climb the window, and she can't do it. Wiggling her tail. It was funny the other day, she tried to climb, and you could just see her, he's hanging from her legs, her front legs. Her whole body was stretched out. Rosie, get off that treadmill. Get off of that treadmill, Rosie. Get down from there. Where are you going? Get down, Rosie. Where are you at? You know, she's running all over like a wild woman. So, yeah, I don't know where it came from. My husband was in the Air Force, but none of his medals are here. They're downstairs in the downstairs basement in a glass in his little shadow box. But he never got nothing like that, so I have no idea how that thing got there. I don't. Yeah, thunderbirds. Train yourself for the famine. Yeah, you are. You got to get ready. Really, if you don't have a skill set, if you don't know how to do something manually and stuff, you might want to try to learn something like that. Practice before the you know what happens, because it's coming. And I was sitting there thinking, everyone that I know, and I was sitting there thinking, everyone that I know in their personal lives, they are facing hardships of different kinds. And it's not just financial or things breaking down. It's like even a member of their family, they're having trouble with members of their family. Um, Maybe they've gotten sick, and maybe they fell on hard times, or maybe things aren't, or maybe you got things that are broke. It's like the darkness. If it can put a damper on you, it's doing it in every single family. And it's not just pure evil darkness. No, it's like it's like trying to move your body in water really fast. That's what someone described it as, trying to move your body really fast in water. Rosie, what are you doing? You're running all over the place. Yeah, I don't know anybody who isn't experiencing something, facing some type of a hardship. And it's not normal. It's not. It's on the increase. Rosie, honey, what are you doing over there? You are climbing all over everything, and now you want to eat. No, you don't know what you want. Everybody is facing stuff in their lives. They are. It's mm, we got donuts with raspberry. Yeah. Yes, we got to raise our vibration. We do. It's not okay. One thing I do want to mention. I'm gonna get you some chapstick. Let me put this right here. My lips are chapped, and I need something on my lips. I don't like it. I'll be right back. Okay, you all had to look up at that ceiling. When I did get on my laptop for a brief moment yesterday, somehow Dancing with the Stars, is that no? Whatever that somebody could dance. You know how that Simon Cowell guy or something like that, you know who that is, that Simon person? They said he had plastic surgery. I think there's somebody else, and it's not him. What is that thing called? What is that show called? Because I might have watched clips of it every once in a while, but it's where people get up there and they sing. And Rosie, you're sneezing. Rosie. Rosie's sneezing over there, trying to get something out. What is that called? Rosie, what are you doing? Okay, get out of the way, Rosie. I don't know what came out. That Simon thing. Okay, what is that show called? Because somehow, Rosie, I think Rosie might have a code. Do you got a code, Rosie? Huh? Do you? I don't know if there's anything on the floor. I don't see anything. I don't know what it is. Okay, America's Got Talent. Okay, this was really creepy. I saw something that showed up. They had this evil-looking guy in raggedy clothes, black clothes, all dirty, rotten teeth, scraggly hair, black hair, evil, hunched over, looked like he came out of a grave. And he had this bag of apples and stuff and told them to bite it, and he talked really creepy. And then this girl stuck her hand in there and she bit it, and then he put the bag down and all these maggots started crawling out. That's what they did. And I'm sitting there looking at this. I'm thinking, what on earth? And then he disappeared on the stage. He came back, sitting on this black throne. And then he came back down. And then he had people, what is your greatest fear, picking things out and whatever they would say. And this girl appeared on the stage too, some young girl. And then he had the girl, one person, a rat came out, crawled out of a bag. Then the next thing, big black boa constrictor and snakes, and they had snakes there. I'm thinking, what am I looking at? What are they doing? It felt totally demonic, you all, totally demonic. And I was sitting there, that's exactly what I felt. I thought, that's not talent. Why are you showing something like that? And the people in the audience were screaming and stuff like that. And they were scaring the young lady on there. No. And they were trying to chase her. You all, that was pure satanic. That was around a week or so ago on that show. Don't ask me how I even found it because I don't even watch that. I don't even know how I ran across it. I don't. It showed up and I'm thinking, this person like that is going to sing? No, he brought out pure evil. And he was like Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, where he dressed up like a wicked witch man with the apple, and they all bit the apple. Now, you know that's symbolic, how they did that. Bit the apple, and he goes, no, someone will choose for you, and something like that. When she bit it, and he goes, it's maggots, and then maggots started crawling out of the bag and everything. He kept picking on this one lady. I guess it was done in different series. They kept bringing him back because the people on the panel had a different outfit on. They brought him back. Yeah, that's what happened. The girl turned into an old witch. Yeah, see, it's right in our face. It's right in our face. Why you got to have something like that so evil and stuff? You like to run to tell us who's really running the world? What's really happening out there? Something like that? Yeah. It sounded like something going on. It did. Um, yeah, that's what I think happened to him, Marlo, and they got another person. Yeah. I thought about that too, about the Apple on the electronics. Why did they do that? I've thought about that too, not yesterday, but I have before. Um, so it was pure evil. Yeah, Naruka, I don't watch that. I don't even know how I ran across it because what I was doing, I was looking for the one video where the guy showed how you can cut into that air box, make your little bitty square to get that door on the blend door actuator on my Jeep to manually, you can push it with your finger. And somehow that video popped up. Yeah, I don't go searching for evil. But I saw that and I thought, this is really wild. It's pure evil. If you're just tuning in, I don't know what that is and how it got there. I was putting on my earrings this morning. I'll go back to my main topic. And I have one place that I put them and I saw this thing in there. And I thought, I did think at first it looked like a Air Force thing, but I didn't have no glasses on. And then I thought, well, Air Force thing don't have emblems on it because my husband has Air Force stuff. And this would signify, I guess, maybe two stripes if it was something like that. But that wasn't my husband's. My husband's stuff is in his shadow box in the basement, and I don't know how that got there. I don't even know where that thing came from. And that's what I was talking about. I don't know where it came from. Something has a nice little mechanism, nice and smooth. Yeah. You found on Twitter, you posted a video to your feed. I rarely get on there. I rarely been getting on the Telegram. Really, just rarely, ever. Yeah, Fort Walton Beach, Florida. I used to be very active on Twitter until something happened and I got booted off too. They did a big purge and I was one of the person who got booted off. I was up to like 7,000 followers. I was sharing the pictures of the ships and stuff and somebody didn't like me. They were at me hot and heavy, got me off of there. Boom. Then I had to appeal just like, I don't know, a few years ago to get myself back on there. And I rarely post to it. It's just like, to what end? To what end? If I got something to get out, I can just come on here and I'm just going to go at my own pace and I'm not going to do things just under pressure. I'm not. If I got something to share, if I got something to say, I'm just going to come on here and I am. I can't, I know I'm not going to play that game. Yeah. Ah, Pompeii. Yes, that's wonderful. Dancing. Dancing is what I do. Dancing is what I think of you. Yeah. Dancing is a happy thing to do. Yeah, only the coolest peeps have been banned. That's right, you on. I don't know how long we'll be on social media before they get rid of everybody, really. That's right. They got to keep some people around. Some people who are stubborn enough to come back on here despite the opposition. Yeah, they got to keep some real world people to remind them that we still have real world people in the world. That's right. To connect with the other people. Um, I know. I hope you feel better, you all. If you're not feeling good, I hope you get to feeling better. You know, when I was thinking about if I were to log on my YouTube channel, there's going to show 2 live streams of me. There is. Let me show you that. 2 live streams of me on the YouTube if I was to log on to it. Well, I am kind of logged on to it right now. I don't think am I on my channel? Let me go to my channel. See, and I was sitting there thinking about it. I don't know if any other channels have that. Then I thought, well, what if we're in a parallel world and I'm going live in the other parallel world? I thought that too, because I cannot think of any other reason why there's 2. I really cannot, unless one is for the computer platforms and one is for the cell phones. I did think this morning, what if I'm in a parallel world and you're in a parallel world and we're stuck? We're stuck in it because they're trying to copy this world. Really, think about it. Copy this world into that parallel world, into the metaverse, and then one day shift everybody over to the metaverse. Many channels follow, they have doubles. What if they are doing that, you all? Shifting, even on social media, slowly shifting into that type of world. Turmeric. Oh, I like turmeric. It tastes good. Trippy. You could barely see the waves when your eyes went out to focus and concentrated enough feel of it, almost puke. The waves of what? Savage Siska. Um, it don't matter where you come from, really. It matters what's on the inside of you more than anything else on this earth. If you haven't figured it out right now, what's on the inside of you is the most important thing. It is right there, because the spiritual realm knows who you are, and so do others. They know exactly who you are. We can come outside, you all. We can be on here. Oh, you all felt like puking yesterday? I got to make sure I have this door closed so Rosie doesn't come out. It's like you like an extended, is like an extended family in the heart. That's right. Just going to have to do it on the social media and stuff. Right here, let them watch us talk. They might learn from us, you all. If you let them watch you talk and whatever, they'll learn from you. Yes, waves that you could see for those hot flash feelings. Oh, wow. That is wild. That is wild if you think about it. To know the truth, microwave, auditorial hearing, cold and hot feelings. You have a star family in the sky. I hope you get to meet them. I really do. We've got to stay centered, you all, first and foremost. You really do. You got to stay centered in your life. You got to get balanced. We got to keep ourselves grounded. We got to continue to live our lives. We do. That's the most important thing. Live. Don't give up. Just live. Do what you were doing. Continue on before all this mess started, if you can. Pick back the pieces of your fragmented life. Pick them up. I had a dream one time that there was this material. It was like black, fragmented fabric, and I was trying to pick them up, and this like angelic being came, and she picked them up, and she put them back together for me. And it wasn't black anymore. It was like white. Yeah, I remember getting on the ground and picking them up, trying to put the pieces of my life back together. Ah, yeah, the higher frequency we are ascending. Yeah, they can put thoughts in your head. They really can. You got to guard your heart, take every thought captive. You all got to be aware of they can have that ability to do that. Get inside your head, because why else would these movies show that you got arrested for a thought crime? Because they can get in your head. They got the technology to get in your head through the thought crime, through the technology. So you've got to try to block, put a barrier up. You're going to have to be really aware in your mind to put a barrier up. Keep thoughts far away. Don't even entertain them. They're like a tempting thought. Just keep it way out. Don't think about it. Push it out. If you have to envision yourself with, like, I don't know, big bulldozer pushing it out, dropping it into a great big hole and filling it with cement so it can't get out, that'd be great too. Or big a barrier around your world. Yeah. Um, Hello, Nairuka, honey. Thank you. Um, Only God can read your mind, so fewer words is good. That's not true. That's not true. There's other gods out there, okay? You forget what realm we're living in. We're living on Earth, and this Earth has a power. This Earth belongs to that power. Other beings can read your mind too. That's why you gotta guard your mind. Okay, you do. Um, yeah, there are. There's evil. There's evil gods. There is. Why you think they got the commandment, thou shalt have no other gods before me? No other gods. And why does it say, I am a jealous God? What would he have to be jealous of if there weren't other gods? There are. There's other gods. There's other entities. There is. But you can think what you want. You can. That's right. People can read other people's minds. The algorithms can read your minds now. It can. The technology is there. Hello, Kitty, honey. What are you doing? Are you going to step on my laptop, Kitty? Or Rosie? Kitty was my other cat's name. Go on, Rosie, where you got to go. Go on, Rosie, honey. You got to go. Go in there and lay down on that window. That's right. Yes, humans have telepathy. And if you think about when people have seen beings in their rooms at night or other ones, they communicated with them, but it was telepathy. They don't even remember moving their mouth. The humans who have had contact, who have seen beings come into their bedrooms, who have seen them elsewhere, it was mental telepathy with these so-called interdimensional beings. Naruka, honey, thank you. With these interdimensional beings, telepathy. They didn't even have to speak, and they didn't even know the language, but they could tell, like this one was visited by a small extraterrestrial, and they were peaceful. This was at night, and they could read their mind. They couldn't hear, they weren't verbally speaking, and the individual saw the one pointing that they were saying that that's where they're from. They was pointing somewhere in the sky. That's where their whatever home is, like that. And not all sightings and not all encounters with extraterrestrials end up evil. Not all. Um, so that's a good thing that they all do not end up like that, because there are other beings, other interdimensional beings like angels, angelic beings. And they may not, these other beings that are good, they may not look like humans. They may not. Animals don't look like us. They don't. Have you ever thought, how can you have a cat? Like this cat looks exactly like the cat we had before. Identical. The only difference might be the personality that's in the cat. And if they can do that with cats, certain whatever, they can do it with humans too. They can clone them too. It's like, how did you make that cat look like all the other cats, really? Yes, I have, Joseph. Joseph, I've heard of Solar Warden. I've heard of a lot of things, and some people may think that I'm totally clueless. No, I assure you, I'm not clueless. Just because I may not mention it or talk about it, don't mean that I'm clueless. There's things that I've researched even before even coming on this platform, years and years and years ago. I'd look into everything and anything. I had that inquisitive mind. So yeah, They can't clone the soul. That's right. Can't. They can get the personality traits. Yeah. Looks like an Air Force wings, but these had jewels on them. They look like jewels on them. So I don't know. None of my husband never had anything like that on his uniforms that he wore. His was just flat without any sparklies. Yeah. Um, that's right. If you know stuff, yeah. It's okay. Too bad people get themselves hidden. Really, it is too bad. You all, I gotta get off of here. It's 50 minutes I've been on here. You may see me later today. You might. And I have no idea what I'll share. I think it is comforting, when you do. When I was thinking about people, how they like come on the social media, and it really, if you're in your house or something, you're a shut-in. You don't rarely get out. You don't really speak to anybody. It is good to see a familiar face. It is, and it like brings a sense of like I don't know, connection, a peacefulness. If you can see a familiar face and comment and stuff, it does make a difference. It does. It makes you feel not so disconnected. It is a connection, and connections are good, even over social media. They really are good. Um, oh, that's right. Oh, that's wonderful, sassy honey. Yeah, Terry, it is good, you are. Oh, well, you're so welcome. I like coming on here and communicating too. I do. It's just like sometimes I think, well, I don't want to do no UFO stuff. I don't feel like doing it. I just want to talk. So I'll just come on here. Yeah. So I'm going to go and thank you. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. I really do. And that's right. It's like if you go to someone's house, if you go to a really good friend's house, you don't have to have a reason to come over here. You can just come over here. You don't have to think, well, I got to have a reason to come here on the internet. No, if I, I don't really need to have a reason. Just the mere thought, I want to come on there and see my friends. That's reason enough, right? That is. So thank you, moderators, and thank you all for your comments. And with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world, hello. From my heart to yours, love you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Love you.